We're ready.
Sorry.
Hey, Austin is about the business. Damn.
He's about you.
Fine, nigga. Yeah, we're ready.
Typing.
We're ready. Let's
Typing.
go.
Are we recording?
Dad is
But
back.
make sure that you delete all of that shit, yeah? Okay, cool.
The mics are blood clot open. Check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late.
This is the mics are open. My name's G Money.
And the young.
Ashley.
Big C, can we start again? Can we
No.
introduce the podcast
You know you
again?
did
No.
this last time.
Yeah,
and
I know. I fumbled.
You heavily
I
failed.
died. I was watching the podcast last night. I was like, wow.
Welcome
So
back.
do you want the opportunity to fumble? Go ahead.
Wow. Here we go.
Right.
Fuck off.
There you go. This is the mics
Get
are
out here
open.
saying no.
We
He's
gave you the
boss.
chance.
No, listen, I've had 3 weeks of introducing. I'm nice.
No,
Wow,
why are
you
you
call that
lying?
nice?
I took out 2 of those weeks.
Yo.
Liar.
Like you know, it was actually so dumb how I went out and said I didn't say Big C, I said Calvin. Never have I ever said that on the introduction.
Yeah, you have, but back in the day you were Calvin. You've evolved.
And then you took it
I've
back, you
never
fumbled
been.
it
I've
again.
never
We had
been.
like 3 takes,
I've
bro.
never been.
No, Big C was about episode 9,
Big
bro.
C came later
Later,
on,
yeah.
bro.
Oh really?
Yeah.
My PR
Like
agency
a
must
girl.
have hollered at me.
Yo, those early episodes were wild, bro.
Those early episodes were
they
wild.
were wild.
Very wild.
I need to listen back to them.
Oh,
I
yeah,
really
you-
do.
you
How guys
definitely
doing?
should.
Guys are good?
Bro,
Chilling.
you came back with the same shirt as Drake's nails.
Wow.
No,
Yo.
actually, this is an LCY Kiki shirt. I've had this before I left, bro. It's just I've never worn it.
Drake is summer ready.
Salmon?
We like men in
No,
pink.
this is pink, actually.
Yeah.
It's not
Huh?
salmon. Salmon is a
What
bit...
the fuck is the difference? This is...
Salmon is a bit lower on the scale.
Oh my
It's
God. I am
less-
like... Here's the thing. Is there like... If... Okay, that was going to sound bad.
Do you eat
I was
salmon?
about to say... I do.
So then when it's cooked, that's the color of salmon. And it's not like the same color.
But you see... What shade of pink is this?
It's just pink.
Pink.
Salmon is a derivation of pink.
But you know, there's a whole... these colors are like so lost. You say pink, they tell you it's mauve. You say
no,
mauve...
mauve is a
different
derivation of
shades.
purple. You guys didn't your parents build houses when you were kids?
Bro, like,
Damn.
listen, hey, TIA.
Like you see, like the whole paint scale, like
No,
alright,
so yeah, I wouldn't lie to you. Some of these colors we've known once we were grown. Like,
Okay,
you know,
so-
when we go to like mix
Speak for
mix
yourself.
paint
So for
things.
me, my thing about colors is there was a old guy. His name was Praises. That my grandmother took in when he was in his elder years, 70s, 80s. So he was a painter in his life. Like that's what is his profession. But he was one of those guys. Had so many girls, drank off all of his money. So when he got to his old age,
So you painted the town red.
he did it out. I see what you did there. So basically, Praises used to live in a small outhouse in the compound. But the one thing he would do every year is paint the entire house.
Oh, nice.
In his 70s.
Every year?
Every year.
Damn.
Like, and the thing about it is, I think that was like, my grandmother would be like, he wants to feel like he's contributing something. Bro, this guy used the craziest fucking colors. Like Joseph and the motherfucking rainbow coat.
Wow.
So the front of that, like you'd come home one day and the house is cerulean. You know?
You're like, is this
Really?
the house I live in?
So that's how I'm like, and he used to, and for him, he was actually like a trained painter.
Oh,
And it was
nice.
like a proper, like you'd see him mixing the oil paint with the this and the that, and he's got his color graph. So that's how I'm so in tune to colors.
For me, I won't even lie, bro. I grew up in the era of every house had, what do you call it? The landlord crim,
Yellow.
as I hear people call
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
it's a
terrible.
Thing. Like, let's actually not lie. In Kenya, most of these new houses with like woke colors is a very new thing.
No,
it used to be
yeah.
white and, you know.
Because even where I moved to, I had to paint the entire house
Yeah.
white because it was this horrible yellowy
Yeah.
thing.
vibe.
Yeah, so it's a lot of that. But yeah.
Fucking hell, did we come here to talk about paint?
Apparently.
That's your guy, bro.
There you
That's
go.
your guy.
How you guys doing? Like, what is wrong with your country?
It's broken.
what have we done now?
It needs to be fixed. We need
Christ.
First of all,
something.
welcome back, bro. You can't just start with those
Yes,
vibes.
sorry.
What's going on with now? Just because you were in that other country the other day, you stopped being.
Those
Come
other
on now.
countries.
Come on now.
Your country.
Yeah,
No,
how's your vacation? How was your holiday, man?
My break was good. I must honestly say, it was probably one of the most low key in terms of stuff that I've done. holidays. Like I just literally, it was just family time. I didn't go out. Went to
If you didn't get married, then it can't be low-key, bro.
Well,
that's
there is that. But but yeah, it was a very chilled out. I got to spend some time with my grand aunt.
That's nice.
She's 97.
That's dope.
And no, it's dope, but honestly, it was one of the most awakening experiences that I've had in my life. And I'll tell you why, without being too deep at the start of the podcast. But it's better than
The
paint,
silence, bro.
right?
Yeah, I felt it.
So my aunt, 98 years old, she was married for over 60 years to her husband, right? She's lived in the same house for like 60 years. They live in a very exclusive area in a place called Cambridge in Boston, in Massachusetts. She's 97, and you guys know I've occasionally go and visit her. And every time I go and visit her, you know, she's in the kitchen. She's like, yo, I know you love my mac and cheese and, you know, all that stuff. So this time was very different because she'd been in a nursing home and shouting out to my brother. My brother was like, nah, she can't go in a nursing home. Let's take her out of the nursing home, put her back in the house that she lived in all of her life, and find a carer to come and live with her full time. Do you know what I mean? So I have to give him props for that because that's what the other side of her family had wanted to happen, right? Her to go in the nursing home. When I say it's a very awakening thing, it just made me think about, hey, this is somewhere we're all gonna get to.
Yeah.
Like some quicker than others. You know, we're all gonna get to this place. But I think what I saw in her was fucking one of the saddest things I've ever seen in my life. And what it is, it's like 98 years old, you've outlived everyone. Fam, let me put it into some perspective, bro. Like, we're all in this room, me, you, Austin, Andy, you know, Biggie, you know, sometimes Gratch about, Venance about, and we go through this thing called life. All of us.
Yeah.
Some days we see each other every day, some days we see each other a month. But collectively, because your group is not really going to change, you don't unknow people. I think get to a point in your life where you've outlived
Everybody.
everybody.
No new friends. No new friends.
Yeah.
Yep. That's different.
Bro, it's like...
But is it such... Okay, I
Look,
get...
so let's,
it can
but
be
it
daunting,
gets deeper.
bro.
Like,
It
but
can be
then
daunting,
you
yeah.
see, it's like now you have a carer who's looking after you.
Yeah.
And the carer is like, yo, man, why don't you use your walking frame? Why are you trying to walk around the house? You know, you can fall and da-da-da-da. And she's just sitting there like, motherfuckers, I don't even fucking want to be here.
It's true.
You get me? And
Damn.
it's like, for example, like, you know, a neighbor passed away. And then it's just like, I'm in the kitchen and I'm like, where did you get? She had some really quirky ornament. And she goes, Miss Frith gave me that. But she's dead now.
Damn.
And I'm like,
So morbid.
Everyone did.
No, for real.
Yeah.
But the crazy,
Wow.
but the crazy thing about it is, it's like there's no fear.
Yeah.
She's like, she's dead now. Like,
There's no fear. There's, you know, like how all of us. It's just like she's just there, like she's ready.
You're ready.
yeah.
And
They won't catch us sleeping.
the reason I say that, it's the reason.
Well,
I'm
damn.
sorry. I know it was a very serious moment. No disrespect, bro.
Mess.
Did you just say they won't catch her sleeping?
You said she been ready, bro.
That's
I got
foul.
too funny too quick.
The Grim Reaper might just turn away, bro. Like, no, not this one.
He can't pull up.
Let's go back. No, not today. No dealing with this one today. Nah.
She's too ready.
Hey, yo. Nah, give another date, bro.
Andy, that's quite supposed to be the funniest thing I've ever heard you say,
This
bro.
is why I miss Jimani. Because if you're not here, I promise you, bro, we'd not be laughing like this. We'd not be laughing like this.
I catch on to your shit though.
I know it's fine. It's fine.
We don't, but you know,
You don't.
No, I
I
tell you, them so silent. You get.
You know why that's so funny? Like, one of the reasons that she was in the nursing home, she kept on sleeping.
Oh no.
Wow.
You made the poor man cry from laughter.
Andy, oh my goodness, Andy.
I missed you too, bro. I missed
Oh
you too.
shit! You make me cry on the podcast, bro. Like,
Now I'm hot.
yeah. So, where was I?
How do we get from?
Oh, no. It's okay. No, it's okay.
So it's like one of those ones where guys just think about your futures, man. Like,
That conversation
To
is
wrap it
gone.
up.
God
So let me
damn
ask
it.
you,
We
so-
didn't even make it to 10 minutes,
We
bro.
didn't.
That was fine.
oh shit!
So 98, right? So she's staying with this
Caretaker.
Caregiver.
Yeah, caregiver,
Caregiver.
right?
Yeah.
who's a family member as well.
But I'm just like, so what do her days comprise of? Like,
So she's like, she wakes up at like 8:30. She's bathed. Then she goes to has her breakfast. Does her exercise. So she have to do exercise like. The physio gives you a whole raft of things that you do, like easing yourself up in your chair, like, and she's stubborn, like, this is somebody who's
I've lived.
I've lived, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she if she has like, if I'm there or if anybody's there, she's much more active. She's like, watching the news. We watched the Submarine Disaster together.
Oh,
You
damn.
know what I'm trying to say? And all of that stuff. And but then if there's no one there, she just sits on the porch.
does
And
she
everyone-
have friends? That's what I wanted to know.
See,
They're all
gone.
dead.
No, yeah, guys,
Did you
I
hear
get
no
that. I
friends,
get
nigga?
that. I get that. I had that no new friends, but you see, like you can like grannies at that point are very interesting. They,
Like
they-
maybe
they
some
get-
neighbors or anyone around who
Yeah,
could be a friend to her.
so she's obviously, well, not obviously, she's seen everybody also grow up in that community. So whereas when she's on the porch, and it's a typical American porch at the front of the house, people walk past, say hi, they wave, hi, Mrs. And if you say to her, I'm like, who's that? And like, oh, that's blah blah blah's granddaughter. She lives blah blah blah. But that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say. So
Man.
yeah, it was I was supposed to be there for 4 days, but I decided to spend a week. I hope to try and pop in like every 3 months or so.
Nice.
Come back to Amsterdam. London is talking now.
Oh,
Yeah,
cute.
so yeah, it was a good trip, man. It was very restful. I slept like early. I ate regularly, like wake up breakfast. It was a great trip. It was very
good
restful.
break.
Good
So
break.
no weddings
No weddings
yet.
That we know of.
yet.
Just checking.
Yeah, but it was good vibes. Come back fresh, man. I'm good.
Any culture shock coming back or reverse culture shock? Cause 3 weeks, bro. A lot has happened in the 254 in 3 weeks.
What I will say is that, like, I'm glad that, not glad, but it's very, and for those who, like, if you travel for more than like 2-3 weeks, it's very interesting observing Kenya
From outside.
from outside. Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, the finance bill stuff.
Yeah.
The guys going to State House, even the Steve O Simple Boy thing, Ryla, everything from outside, and you look at it, and then you're like,
Damn, it's a lot.
damn, it's time to go home. Like, but for me, I can speak for myself. After 2 weeks, as you know, I'm like, I can't wait to get back to
Oh, you're ready
Kenya.
to
Like,
come back
Really?
home, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, that 2 weeks, bro, that's way too far. Bro, week 1,
you ready to go home?
I'm ready. Like my max place is 7 days, 8 days. I'm good.
Yeah, I used to do 3 weeks easily. Not easy. I never done it easily, but now I can't. 3 weeks is too long away from the madness. I want to be in it.
You know, like especially,
no,
especially on
Some
some
of
like,
us, if we take those 3 weeks, you're done with our yearly leave.
but you know, you're done,
I have to
done.
wait for 2024 now.
You know, especially on that like touristy stuff. You know, you're excited day 1, day 2, excited day 3, day 4. Oh my god, yeah. And especially if you're solo though, if with a group of guys, I
get tired of people.
yeah.
Like, I don't want to see the same face through and
Interestingly,
through.
you mentioned culture shock. You know, with all of this conversation about transphobia, and it's been very, well, we've watched it from the side of Dave Chappelle, basically, and all of this stuff. One of the places I went to, there's a place in Amsterdam, and I went for a drink with a pal of mine who's from Uganda, who I've not seen for like 10 years. Now lives in Amsterdam. And it's called some skydive thing. y'all know I didn't do it.
Of course not.
So it's basically it's like a big
Woos.
it's like a big swing, and it literally swings you around as you get to see the city and stuff.
Yeah.
But they have a bar up there as well. I went to the bar. I'm not going on that shit. As is documented, yeah, coward, yeah. So the lady. This is it. This is the culture shock. The person who was giving us the tickets at the counter was obviously transsexual. No, I don't want to get it wrong.
She ain't watching.
No, but you know what? She's not watching, but I still want to get it
yeah.
right, isn't
Okay.
it? So transgender is when you're changing gender.
You've changed
so,
your gender, yeah.
So she had like a hair and a ponytail, but had a mustache. So my pal that I'm was with, like, hey, I know you.
Relax.
And I'm like, I was just so intrigued. Like, I was so intrigued. And then the person who took over from her, because they were changing shift, it was about 6 o'clock in the evening, was also transgender as well.
Oh, wow.
When which restaurant is this you guys
No,
walked
it was
into?
just, it's a touristy, but that's, this is Holland. Holland is the land of the free and the brave, man.
Literally.
So the thing about it is, it's like one of those ones where we hear all the jokes on Dave Chappelle and but just like observing, and I'm like, that in between part is very weird to witness.
Can be
you know?
confusing.
So we went up to that sky thing, and that sky thing was like, if you can imagine, it was like, I don't know if you've been to like Blue Martini. It's like a circle, but like people pay to go upstairs, sit in these swing things and be swung around so you can see Amsterdam. Not me, boy.
You're making it sound very terrifying. I don't think it's that bad.
I'm sure if I watched a TikTok, I'd be like, I wanna go there.
I want to go there. Exactly.
Yeah.
But some of these things, man, are mad scary. Like, there's this place with a pool that is floating off the building.
Yeah.
And I'm just
An
like,
infinity pool.
yeah.
Don't they have that at what's its name as well? Like a part of their pool is off the building.
Where?
Sankara.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Actually, Sankara, yes.
Yeah, part of the pool is the end
But
of
now
the
imagine
pool.
a part that's like extended. So if you look, you're seeing below.
You wouldn't?
Like the road.
See, that's what it looks like.
No, for Sankara, it's like,
a
it's
small
a small
mini.
bit. Yeah. Now imagine a whole thing.
I'd do that, but imagine
Oh,
if it cracks.
hell no.
It's
Bro.
over for you.
You guys are mad. Like, you guys didn't see the submarine. Like, are we ignoring this shit?
And recently, the roller coaster that stuck like upside down for hours.
Bro,
But
why,
here's the
why you
thing.
guys taking 1 out of 100?
But you know,
Aye,
like
too many have
can we-
happened.
You only need one.
Can we talk about that whole submarine story, right? So it happens 2 weeks ago, is it right? And then last week the launch of what is it, Virgin?
The biggest cruise ship. That one.
No. Yeah. Something of the oceans.
Yeah.
The biggest that's set to go out next
7,000
year.
people.
7,000 people, 3,000 staff. Imagine that's fucking madness. Then someone tweeted on Twitter, even God can't sink this. I was like,
That's how Titanic happened.
seen this one
God
before.
can. You know how they always use the Titanic against like this
Yeah.
mammoth structures that we now have.
Yeah.
Fam,
Do you know what the weirdest thing about that whole submarine? Sorry that it's 2 weeks ago, but I was like, I need to be on the pod, right? Do you know the weirdest thing about like that whole submarine story is how the world expected us not to make jokes about it.
I know.
Like, you know, in America, like it's like a serious news story,
Yeah.
and there are no. And you got to think in the same week when that happened, right, fam? So it happened 900 miles off the coast of Boston or wherever, right, fam? In 48 hours, these guys mobilized like 4 warships,
Yeah.
Navy, deep diving
Other
equipment,
countries.
this that. To go and find 5 people
Yeah.
who paid money
Rich.
To be
to
there.
go in that shit. Meanwhile,
There's the
about
Africans.
20
The immigrants, yeah.
immigrants from Libya and those places died trying to get into Spain.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
And nobody was even
It's
bothered.
it's like, I'm not laughing at somebody's life, right? But it's the amount of resource that was made available to go and find these people.
Yeah, but
Big
you
names
see,
in the
but you
vessel,
see,
bro.
Like
Big names in the
one
vessel.
of the guys over there was.
Mbappe wasn't in there.
I remember.
Like, if Mbappe wasn't in there, who the fuck is sitting down there?
Nobody's searching
so
for
like,
Was Arteta there?
Arteta wasn't there.
Yeah.
So like I remember one of the days, I think I mentioned it on the pod, right? So one of the mornings I'm dressing and I'm getting my news briefing in the morning. Even the King of England wanted to be briefed about it.
Yeah.
Because one of the guys is a friend to him.
The Prime Minister of England, and all that. Yeah.
No. The King.
Oh, the King, yeah?
Yeah. King was like, yo, I want to be briefed about all of this. Because one of the guys was like a buddy to him.
They're seeing how they're gonna lose money. I mean,
let me tell you.
endorsements.
But you know what's actually crazy out of it? Bro, 2024 niggas is going to go back in that thing and go
You've
down.
seen they've already started advertising for it. Even like giving people jobs. They're looking for a pilot.
Yo. Me imagine I can go.
There's two things I can tell you this.
Thunder doesn't strike twice.
In 2023, two things I can tell you that's
You're believing
become
men?
very, very obvious, yeah? There is nothing on this planet that you are not allowed to laugh about.
Yeah.
That is where we are right now.
I swear.
Like there's nothing it's off limit. Fam, let me tell
Even
you,
your face being sliced.
I saw. We'll come on to. I'm gonna talk about Eli in a minute.
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about someone who's beheaded in Moya. What are you talking about Eli about?
Well, no. Okay, we'll get back there.
this guy.
So, anyway, it's like, bro, do you know what the best meme that I saw for the submarine was? Someone said that the Titanic is like Real Madrid, so hard to defeat at home.
Oh, man.
Damn.
Ground advantage.
Yo,
Football banter in the
yo,
mix.
I literally see they do the funny thing about it. It's all these white people. I can't believe that people have lost their lives and you guys are
Even
making jokes.
I couldn't believe the jokes I was seeing on Twitter.
It
I'm
was
like, yo, guys
Yo.
are dying, man.
The TikTok ones were the ones that were lit.
Bro,
Like,
guys
the
are
videos
dying.
on
The one that
TikTok.
killed me. The one that killed me was why those guys haven't been saved? Because Aquaman is in Fast Furious. He's taking
being
a new
sassy.
job. He's been like, you know, on Fast Furious. He's
He's
just
being
like,
sassy.
Let me tell you. So yeah, let's bring it back to the 254 right now. So obviously, one of the biggest talking points today was the an altercation that Eli got himself into, and Eli, I mean, you're probably gonna watch this at some point. Just recover, get back to doing what you're doing in the world of content creation. Really cool guy. He's been on the podcast.
Yeah.
If guys are fighting in clubs, I'm not really going to comment on that because that's not really my thing. Because I may have had the odd fight in a club back in the day. So it's one of them ones, right? But it's like three things happened. There was a story with Eli. There was something to do with Jagush.
Yeah.
and then Crazy Kenna.
And then Crazy Kenna.
Yeah.
Right? Now, here, the thing with Eli's story was, which I found interesting, is that Georgie in Durango has a book club. Shout out to Georgie.
I'm in it.
Oh, you're in it, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, cool. And Eli has supported it a lot, right? And there are people who go to that book club, like, famous, I say famous Nairobi faces,
Like me.
like you, right?
Yeah.
Bro.
All the Nairobi babes are in that book club. Even
No,
me,
yeah,
I'm about
for
to
real.
get a book.
Exactly. Shout out to Georgie.
I'm a
But there
bookworm.
was one or two people who go to that book club and they were laying into Eli. And I'm like, but last month you were together in the book. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, and it made me think. I'm gonna ask you guys a question, yo. If I fucked up, are y'all gonna troll me?
I'll bring
It
this
depends.
back.
It depends.
I'll bring this
It
back.
really depends.
If
If you're about to be cancelled, I will wait.
And then we do it
I will wait.
after.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm trying to say. Like, end of the day, like there are people they had a field fucking day.
Oh, yeah, bro.
They had a field day with Eli on Twitter. There was one tweet from one particular person, and I'm gonna lie, it was funny as fuck. It was funny, but I'm like, but you and this person are
Yeah, bro.
Let me tell you, even for us, honestly, I laughed at a couple of them. Like, I coughed trying not to laugh at a couple of them. But let's bring it back. You remember that Nakuru trip?
The one where you all
We laid
Otis,
into all
big
of
up
those
Otis.
guys. And we were together with them.
True.
And we laid into them.
So-
And they had bruises and cuts. Like, they were fucked.
damn.
true.
That didn't say anything to us, not making fun of them.
But I think the difference is, so for those of you who don't know, we went on the road trip to Nakuru, and two of the guys in the car got into a fight with some
Fight night.
rugby players in Nakuru and got their ass whooped. I was at the hotel sleeping when it happened. But
What do you mean? You weren't in the car?
He wasn't there.
Really?
no, I was in the car on the way back with the swollen faces and stuff. But it was
So you were. So what?
Me
you
and
were,
Grouchy
you
was
were on
telling
catch
him,
up.
we're telling him the story in
but
the
thing is,
morning.
we were trolling them on IG in the car on the way back.
Ah, damn.
And it was a small thing, like this is like, but that's a bigger thing. That's a bigger like thing.
But man, watching all of that, it was just so interesting to see. Like, so when Eli posted that on Instagram, it was very, all of the buddies. Hey, sorry, what? Oh, get well. Oh, sincere. Oh my God. Oof.
Oh my God.
But they were
Why are you doing it like that?
No. Because I remember, I was going up to Likoni Road and I'm just like, in traffic and I'm just looking at the comments. I see one G-Manny's like, oh, Paula, bro. I'm like,
because I didn't know the story.
what I mean?
Like,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
the man said he's been sliced.
You know what I mean?
And I'm like, wow. Like,
It's
I had
okay.
no context. I'm just like, shit, a nigga's been sliced. Because,
I know.
in the UK, like, that's a rampant thing. A man got his face sliced and it's like, I was
Bro,
like,
I swear to you, if I tweeted
Man's in
and
the
said,
end.
PTSD.
if I tweeted out and said, yo, my face has been sliced, come on, man, I'm not pretty boy. You guys would be, utapona.
no.
But I'm not trying to like it. I'm not trying.
No.
I'm just cracking a joke. Then I go on to Twitter, bro. I saw one tweet that said, "Wait, Pale IG kumechomeka." I was like, here we go. Got to the office. I'm just like,
Ready for the tea.
okay, let's go now.
Then she was piping.
I was just
That's
hitting
what people
refresh.
do at work.
I'm just
yeah.
hitting refresh. I'm like, bro, when someone said, yo, yesterday was like, because we're recording on Wednesday, right? And that was happening on Tuesday. They like felt like Sunday Twitter. Bro, guys were being buried.
Mad.
The one that killed me. Now, moving on to Crazy Kena. When he said, yo, depression is real. And someone said to him, shut the fuck up. Yo, how about you make yourself laugh?
bro.
Yo, that is tough. Yo, you guys need to heal,
and he
bro.
said-
You all need to heal.
They said it in Swahili. Jichekeshe. I was just
And
like,
you know what
God
Kenyans are
damn.
gonna do with that, man? They-
Oh my God.
Yo,
Someone said that.
yeah. Fam. Wow. It was cold.
So let's talk about the Crazy Kenny situation now as well, because for example, he's
Content
been
creator.
successful content creator.
Mad work ethic.
Work ethic, had an amazing team, but small by small the team fell apart. All right, cool. Now here's the thing. It's like I know people who are clinically depressed, and I don't know if he is or he isn't.
He isn't, yeah.
I know we know people who are bipolar. We know people who suffer from this and that and the other. I find also sometimes that people bandy mental health in such a casual way,
It's thrown around.
where the way it's thrown around, like someone says, like there are things you can do that make you feel good. For example, you could go to the gym, you could play basketball, you could listen to music. There are things you can do. So if you're sad, there are things that you can do to cheer yourself up because you know yourself, right?
Yeah.
But I sometimes feel that we are creating or simplifying or oversimplifying what mental health issues actually are out there. And for us guys in the 254, I don't think many of us realize that we are consistently living under so much social pressure that there are people out there who have got real problems. You know what I'm trying to say? So I don't know. And then there was in Jagoshi was like guys were like, I think he tweeted saying that, you guys need to elect better leaders. And then guys are like, well, you were at State House last week. Why didn't you tell the guy himself to his face? And I said on the air this morning, now, if I got an invite to State House, would I go?
Yeah.
You
No,
would.
but I did. I got an invite to State House for the
launch of Talanta.
as everybody did, right? But it's just not my thing, So Kibbs went, Kevin went, and somebody else. Brian went. Waldo went. So I got them because our guy was organizing it, right? So I got all of them in. Now it's like one of those ones where if I went to State House to celebrate the launch of something, for example, and the president's doing this and this and this and this, have I compromised myself by coming back out of State House and saying, by the way, this is wrong? Because my thing is this, it's like I can celebrate an initiative that's aimed to to aid creators and still talk around and say, well, you shouldn't charge creators 5%. This is wrong. Two things can exist
At
At the same
at the
time.
same time.
Yes.
Also, like, listen, game is game. I'm going there to network at the end of the day. Like, you already know in that space, you'll probably meet a couple of people who can elevate you in very many ways. So
Those things just bore me.
No,
though.
I feel, bro.
Would you go? Would you go? I mean, would you go?
to State House?
Yeah.
No, I don't think. I it's not my thing.
Yeah.
Like,
It's-
let me
I
tell
think,
you-
I
let me
think
tell
there's
you-
too much going on
Yeah.
over there for me to be in
Like,
that
it's too
space.
much pressure to get in.
Yeah, like
You
you,
have to
you
get-
give me a watch on Snapchat and IG
After
and all
being
of that.
there,
I'm good.
You know, been there this
3-4
and that.
times?
Yeah. Let me tell you this, right?
Yeah.
And you see what you just said? You're going there to network? Fam, everybody who's going there is going with the same mentality.
So it's like a market then.
Yeah. But also, let me tell you, you're so close to the power, but you're so far.
Right.
It's this period
close,
like
but
that.
yet so far.
Before you get to that guy, or even seats
Who's
are
gonna make a
told
move?
you're sitting where. By the time you're going there, you've been told you're sitting back there, unless like your invite. The invites are very
They're
different,
different.
right? Oh, and it says like, say for instance, if they've got all of these different kind of things, you'll be told you're in the main dais. So now the main dais, you've got access to all of these guys.
Yeah.
If you're seated at the front, what, all these other things,
Protocol and
You
stuff.
guys are just there for what do you call it?
To
They
fill
need to fill
numbers.
up the numbers.
Yo,
Yeah.
You guys
it's
are-
too
you-
serious.
you guys
and
are in
too
regular.
for me.
regular,
You're in
not
regular.
VIP.
So if I was you, Andy or Ashley, what I'd do is actually just go for the kicks of it, just to see. I've always wanted to go to State House.
Nah, I haven't
personally,
already
no,
gone.
it's
I don't want to go
I
to
would
State House.
zero interest.
Zero interest,
for
bro.
for me, like if I'd not been and that opportunity was bestowed upon me and I had no interest, I would literally take it like a school trip. You know how back in the day, you're like, oh, you guys are going to Gilgil to see the lime, what is it called? Diatomite? Yeah? I'm just like, yo, that day, polished shoes.
Yeah,
It's too much. I
grab
have
a
to
couple
polish
of
my
work.
shoes.
No, you don't need to wear that.
Can
you don't
I go
need
in
to.
jeans?
Yeah, you can. You can.
Nah, it's true. Take me watch
Yeah.
some NBA
I-
game or
Also,
watch
you meet
football.
majority of these people in the local bars.
Yeah, I just think
Let me go down the road.
we're in a very interesting space in terms of
But sorry.
content and information.
But it's interesting. So what you just said, with everybody Njugush being torn out, right? And the same thing is happening to Jalango. Bro, before I went to bed yesterday.
Oh
Yeah,
no, I gotta talk about that one though.
Yo,
Sorry.
before I went to bed yesterday, I was just looking at Jalango's thingy. What's it called? Instagram. It had 831
Someone
comments.
said they have to take a shot every time you say what, and I think we should add that one.
Yes, that was that's
Yeah.
a double.
So
Yeah.
831 comments at that point. Bro, in the morning I woke up and checked again. Guys are insulting this guy. Wait.
It's an opportunity they
So
all
there's
wait
two
for.
things with Jalas. Actually, there's three things with Jalas, right? The first thing, and I always preface anything I say about Jalango, I always preface with this.
Line him up.
No, you see. No, the first thing
I'm
I'll
about
tell
to-
you,
yeah,
I'll tell you is
yeah,
this.
yeah.
When it comes to work ethic, I have
100.
never ever met someone in the media space like that guy. As in, when he was at Kiss and we were at Homeboys and we were doing the morning show, I don't think there's ever been a morning, ever,
Yep.
a morning that I could say I was in before that
That's
guy.
true. He used to come before me.
Fam, I used to meet Kamena in the studio and she's rushing up in the elevator. She wants to rush and she's like, oh, Janice is always on time and, he's going to really cuss me out if I'm late and this and this and this and this. and
You're
this
not
and this.
rushing. You're okay.
Me?
I'm strolling.
Yeah, exactly. But so even observing that, because, we've been around for his journey from when he was just on to Caroline's show and all the way through and all of that stuff, right? Now, I understand I don't know if I've mentioned this to you, Calvin, when he was always Instagramming and tweeting that he's in university. I think we said that.
Yeah, we had this
We said,
conversation, yeah.
This guy's getting into politics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's going into politics. Sour. I get it. He's in politics. He runs for the Langata seat, which is an ODM seat or whatever it is traditionally. Blah, 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 blah. Comes in, falls out with those guys,
Yeah.
aligns himself with the president. It's politics. Yeah, I don't care.
No
You know,
feelings.
no feelings. No permanent friends, no permanent enemies. That's politics, right? People are going to say, oh, he's going to be a one-term MP. Also, politics. Because you never know. Fam, everybody... if there's one script you cannot write, it's Kenyan politics.
Yeah.
Who's running with who, blah, blah, blah. But now where I do begin to have an issue, or where I do begin to think there's a conversation needs to be had, is one, for example, I'm not into politics of popularity. Because I think politics, so for example, why would I wake up in the morning and be given a guy's fare at the stage to go to work?
It's not sustainable.
It's not sustainable, whatever. But then now, when he said to a couple of days ago, he was like, okay, anybody who's doing
an event
in Langata, you have to imply 50%. Now I draw the line.
Yeah, for me, it was just like, what the hell?
It makes no sense.
That makes
Yeah.
no
Doesn't make
sense.
sense.
First of all,
You know, like, let's put it like this, right? Every single time, like on public holidays, right? We start our shows later, so 7 o'clock, right? You get what I mean? So in the morning when I'm headed to work, I never see the great migration of Kawangware to Lavington, to Kilimani, right? I never see it. Those are two different constituencies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So imagine applying what Jalasi is saying in Langata for the people in Kawangware who are coming and
Loresho,
Dagoretti,
Tuet,
what. It's a lot of people who are working from here. Or like say when you look at Octopizo's story, right? When he says he was a mech and used to walk from Kibra all the way to industrial area. Right. Remember? So that is very, you know,
yeah,
like
and also, right?
It's
let's just say it was even a good idea, right? Logistically, how do you begin to implement that?
there's not I don't think you can even say
let's break down an event, right?
Yeah.
Let's break down because we do events. So first of all, you have the event organizers and their team, right? So let's just say we're doing Drake. Us guys are organizing a Drake show. We sat in this place and we're gonna do a Drake show.
The boy
is coming, right? First of all, it's our show.
Yeah.
Me, I'm from Kileleshwa.
Basically, Kile, Lavington.
the money.
You?
It's the Wayaki way. Even me Wayaki
Right.
way.
So
Constituency.
already, we haven't hit the threshold.
We haven't.
No.
Sour. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna go and we're gonna hire a sound and stage and lighting. So we go to Homeboys. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Oh, we're good. Yeah, we got a good deal. Give us a good deal. Blah 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 blah. Mike says this. Sour. When are you gonna set up? Mike sends his team.
They have to be 50%.
So Mike sends from team like, hey, hold on a minute. The 50% of these guys on this team have to come from LA. But my sound guy comes from Loresho or comes from wherever. So no. Let's take it to its next logical conclusion. Right, the vendors. Let's get the vendors in. The guys are bringing the food and the drink and
From everywhere.
So okay, cool. Right now,
Coca-Cola is the supplier.
by the way, the guys who drop the drinks off, half of them have to come from this. No, it's cool, so. All right, sorry, cool, no problem. We've done that. Now we get the most important part of any event. Let's get our security. Now, security is the most important part of any show.
Yep.
Are you telling me that I have to get 50% of my guys from your hood? Because the event's in your area. Hey, my friends.
They will let all their boys in.
All of them.
Stop.
Go away, panda.
Stop. We're not finished. We're not done. Your DJ lineup.
Yeah.
CNG, Dream, G Money, Grouchy, Andy. Guys, that's a non-Langata lineup.
It really is.
What? Guys, what are you doing here? So
But
my thing is this,
Yeah.
right? I have no issue with anybody trying to create employment within their constituency. But I'm against the tone of saying this happened. And I'll give you an example. There was a time I was planning to do a football. The last time I spoke to Jalango, I was doing a football tournament in South Sea. It didn't take place for whatever reason. I called him. Jalas Wagwan, he picked my call. I was like, I'm glad you can still pick my call. And he's like, I'm like, yo, there's a football tournament I'm doing in South Sea. Out of respect, I'm calling you to let you know Wagwan. Because that's how I am. I was like, yeah, 'cause you know you have to call me because it can't go down without me. I'm like, okay. You know what I'm trying to say? My thing is this. By all means, seek the employment for your constituency,
Oh,
your
yeah.
constituents, right? But you're an intelligent guy. You wouldn't have got to where you are, but people think you're dumb. People, he's a comedian. He's one of the sharpest guys. He knows how to maneuver. You get me? Those things are not doing it because then, we'll just take the event to KICC.
But also I think I'm looking at it from all of these antics this week from him. To be honest, I just feel like to divert the attention he's currently getting. You get what I mean?
I guess so, because if we can all pick up on this does not make sense. How many
sure
people
he has too.
Exactly. I'm sure they know exactly what
they're
they're doing.
doing.
But you see, like, honestly, at times when I tell guys, you just go kick it in the hood and everything, right? This story is a jabber, as people say. Fam, there's people who are out there actually. You see that same breakdown that you just did? Guys who are out there giving it a breakdown and saying this is
possible.
applicable. It's not. You get. But all of these are the things that you're giving to the masses, and the masses just accept.
And the problem is, when you say that, and then you have some of your constituency members
guys on the
who are like,
ground.
nah, our guy has said you must give us work.
Yeah.
So there comes the
It's
entitlement.
like,
And there comes the
imagine
problem.
how many businesses in Langata are owned by people who don't reside in Langata.
True.
Bro, it's a lot, right? And then you come do something. Some of these things are just too populist. Populist statements that don't make sense.
Well, me, I know one thing is this, When I went to do my sound check at Boys to Men, even the soldiers at Uhuru Gardens would not let me in.
Hey,
So good luck with that, yeah? I didn't sound check. They wouldn't let me in. I didn't have ID on me.
Yeah.
They were like, nigga, we don't care.
no,
Who
are you?
Call who you're calling.
We don't
This is
care.
a military establishment.
Yo, man.
Man.
The military roll different.
Yeah, they're all different. So I wish anybody luck who's going
Trying to enforce that.
to
Sisi
Uhuru
Niwale.
Gardens to try and
Can we talk about this, Nini? Drake. I played Marvin's Room on the radio today.
Ooh,
classic.
What's
nice.
going on? Are you okay?
Yeah,
deep.
because Drake got sunned by Andrew Tate.
Oh really?
Oh,
Andrew Tate said, "That's why I don't meet everyone who's famous who wants to meet me
because of his pink
because of his
nails.
pink nails." So Drake be like,
So what's
"Hello."
the story?
So Drake is about to go on tour. Right?
He's ready to already.
Ready. He's about to. Right? Then
Did
he
his
posted-
nails and
He did his
everything.
nails and
He did,
everything.
nails
and they had a
did.
bit of like, what color was that again? Pink or something?
It was pink, it was pink.
So he's just out there, doing the most Drake thing ever, singing Kanye songs with his pink nails, recording
Yeah.
himself. Drake is just trolling the world, right?
Yeah.
Andrew Tate, the most masculine
Top G.
man ever, top G. Yo, I got to talk about Andrew Tate with my hands like this.
Wow.
Here we go.
Yo, Andrew Tate said, that's why I don't meet everybody who wants to... Actually,
Every
I'll take it back.
celebrity.
That's why I don't meet every famous person who wants to meet me. Yo, Drake must have felt that.
But now you see that puts him at a disadvantage because you're using this for clout. I respect, despite everything or every accusation that has been placed on this guy, there is a certain level of awakening that he's brought, online. Like conversations are being had because of how controversial he's being, and I appreciate that, right?
True.
But you have more that, bro. You're fighting allegations
Governments.
left, right, and center.
Governments, man.
And you wanna bother with exposing the boy?
Yeah.
This is rollout. I feel like because you can't do that to the artist of the decade. You just can't. I feel like this is part of the plan. Maybe. Yeah.
For me, I feel like Andrew Tate at this point, right? Drake is he's a rapper, right? And rap is very masculine. And when you hear what Drake sings about and everything, Drake is soft, hard, word, all of that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Calvin now.
So,
Happens to the best of us.
happens to the best of us. Yo, what's happening? So you see, and at that level of influence, it's like Donald Trump. Who's Donald Trump gonna mess with? Putin.
Yeah.
You get that
Right,
kind
right.
of thing.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, Drake can't beef with Jay-Z. Jay-Z don't care about that. You get? So Andrew is like, that's a guy I can,
Fuck around with.
yeah. So it's just that. It's
Doesn't
that kind of
respect the boy.
no, he's just trying to push his agenda by trying to say, yo, listen, you guys all listen to Drake and he sings this and says, oh, I'm with all of these babes, what. But you're not top G.
masculine and top G.
Yeah, so it's basically that. This is banter like
I just
that.
think the world's crazy right now.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Like we're just in a very. Someone said that at every point of human existence, there comes a crazy period just before we destroy ourselves and start again.
No, I think we're just about to get hit by like a metro. What do you call it? Like
meteor.
Yeah, boom. We're
Have
done.
you
those
seen
ones
they're looking
back,
for
bro.
one that's like deep in the ocean? I don't know why these people keep going down to the ocean. Apparently, there's a meteor that dropped in the ocean, and they're looking for alien life
Yo,
down
I
there.
feel like guys, you're gonna be okay. Why guys panicking? There's
There's
no,
a
tell me a day you woke up and the sun did not come up. Tell me a day you woke up
Let
and
me
the
tell
the
you.
world stopped
This
This
revolving
morning,
or
bro,
rotating.
it's fucking
The
cold.
Sunday wake
It's
up.
too cold.
No, that was something else.
Let
That
me
was
tell
the sun,
you,
bro.
there's a story
Yeah.
that broke how they found cocaine in the
White House.
White
Shisha.
House.
In the White House. Oh, shisha. Sorry.
Oh, there's that as well.
They found shisha in the White House.
They found cocaine in the White
Trace of
House.
cocaine.
And I mean, everybody's going to, Biden's firstborn or one of
Hunter.
the kids. Yeah, Hunter.
Yeah, they're really hiding that story. They said it was found in the section that
It's
has.
in a library.
That's one story.
Yeah.
Another story said the CIA found it in the section that has like the entrance for visitors.
Yeah.
Who in their right mind is going to
The White House.
White
If
House.
you're going to
With
White House,
what?
then you're
Yo,
careful
listen,
enough to
my-
go with cocaine.
Like, come on.
Nigga, we're
Lie
gonna
to us
sniff this.
better.
My
Lie to us
conspiracy-
better.
my
Yo,
conspiracy-
You two guys talk about stories at Jabba. Let me tell you something. Listen. Let's say that we're all cokeheads, right?
Stories of cocaine.
Yo, I learned this.
let's-
No, a new line. I learned this the other
A new
day.
line.
A new line?
I see what you did.
Yo, I learned this today. I was so fascinated. Someone said to me, because when I commented about that whole Hunter's White House story, right? And they said, yo, Hunter's really good at reading.
Oh my God,
Reading lines.
Okay.
The jokes are amazing, but my honestly, my theory is that the CIAs are trying to hide some shit from us. That's why they broke that news. So you never know.
Also, guys, we know guys are using, man. They see it in nini ama nini, especially in such high places. Because this is the one place you probably wouldn't think of looking
Hunter
for
was
this.
back in the White House a few hours after they found that shit. He was
And
like,
this
"Where's
is-
my bag at?"
I know. And the thing is, I'm just saying, it's like, end of the day, like, if I was a cokehead and I had the opportunity to go to the White House, I'ma do lines.
Everywhere.
Yo,
In
like,
all the
yo,
books.
this is
Story.
stories.
Stories
Yo,
of Jabba. Yo, back in the hood. Back in the
White
hood.
House,
Bro.
taking white.
But did you see cocaine at the White House?
There's a video. There's a
It
video
doesn't
that
get
goes
wider
like.
than that.
There's a video that goes like, "Why do you think it's called the White House in the first place?"
I know, right? Like being at the White House and like, yeah, we got no cocaine.
What?
Man.
I thought this was a mountain of coke.
But did you hear the story? Did you hear the story? To bring it back to home, the story where this guy last week was saying how shisha in Kenya is being laced with coke.
That's why
Bro.
it's so
Come here,
addictive.
slap yourself.
What
Damn,
nonsense is
that's
that?
what's going on out
that
there.
kid doesn't understand how expensive some of these
Yeah,
drugs are.
because
Like-
he even talked about there was another drug he talked about, weed, cocaine, and something else.
Let me ask you
It's like,
guys,
that shit is expensive.
how much is shisha? I don't smoke shisha, so
Like 2,000, Bob.
2,000 bob. And then how much is like a line of cocaine?
Gram?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I hear it's very expensive as well.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: like, what are those profit margins, though?
Bro, that's like sprinkling. That's like sprinkling.
That's like
let's give it an analogy, right? If someone's gonna sprinkle cocaine onto shisha, right? That's like putting, I don't know, ketchup on mutombo or something. Wow.
No, use
does
another analogy.
nothing.
Use another
No,
analogy
like-
because it's zingine pia mtura naweza manze.
It's like, why would you put something expensive on something so cheap?
you know. Here's the thing: how
It's like lighting a candle in
how
a
it-
mansion.
But you know.
No,
here's
it
the
slaps,
thing.
bro.
The problem,
It does.
the problem with Nakada director generals and what have you. The problem with these people is they whoever appoints them does not understand that to bust people, you've got to have been through that.
Yeah.
Half
Also-
of these guys, like, yo, next time I'll invite one of those Nakada guys on the radio. And
The
I'll ask him,
research.
have you smoked weed? Do you know how weed is?
And that's why
You know, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, some of the
Ask me.
things. Have you smoked weed before?
No.
The research is not done.
But you get what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
some of the things they say, you're just like, bro.
What?
This is why back in school, the class teacher is going to make the loudest and the noisiest person the class prefect.
Right.
Because, you're the baddest one, sir. Now you're in charge of the class now. You have to get them in line because they know all those antics. They know when guys are misbehaving.
Exactly.
Like, hey, stop making noise and all of that. But yeah. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. It's a driving trivia question. I've seen it on Twitter a couple of times where it's at T-junction
Right.
and there's a car approaching from every side, right?
Okay.
And the question is, how do these cars maneuver this situation? Who goes first? Blah, blah, blah. Like, consider road rules in Kenya and all that. So as guys are busy answering seriously, there's a guy who comes and says it doesn't matter because Anduthi guy is going to come out of nowhere and ruin that whole equation.
Yeah.
And this week, bro, I went through that, manze. So I got in a little bike accident on Monday.
Shit.
Going home. No, I'm good. I walked here, man. I'm good.
Really?
So it was a weird day, man. Hey, the first week of July, bro. Damn, it's crazy. So first, I'm going to get a haircut after work. And this guy's Nduthi, imeisha mafuta, runs out of fuel. So now I have to walk like 7 minutes to go get my hair done. And I'm like, it's okay. Weird things happen. It's fine. I roll with it. I roll with the punches. So get my hair done, blah, blah, blah. So now I'm on a bike going back home. And going back home, buses and matatus, they have this bad habit of just stopping on the road, loading, offloading, alighting and all that. So as we are moving, see me, I'm with my Nduthi guy, there's a bus that's been parked right in front of us. And we are overtaking, every car is overtaking this guy, and then out of nowhere, another Nduthi guy comes
shit.
from right in front of the bus,
Wow.
the other side of traffic. He hasn't even checked whether there's a car coming, whether there's someone who is walking.
Keep
Because
moving.
that bus has been there for a minute. And we T-boned that guy, right? He was moving. I'm wondering, where are you going fast? He's crossing the road. It's a very short road. And he's going like crazy speeds. And as we are, everyone is overtaking this bus so that we don't want traffic over here. So we hit the guy. My ass is tossed over there, Good thing I landed on my side. I had a sweatshirt on, so I didn't get like any bruises. Yeah, I hit my hip.
Are you in pain?
It felt just my left hip, kidogo too. I feel like I was playing basketball and I fell.
Oh, okay.
And
Wow.
like now I'm
At
recovering
least you
from
didn't
that
have to
injury.
replace that,
At
Wow.
least, man. But the funniest thing was the whole time I saw myself falling in slow motion, bro.
Right.
Like as I'm falling, I'm like, I can't believe I'm actually falling. I swear. And thinking back and looking back, I'm like, I don't have that. That perspective of me falling. I have a third person perspective of me falling. Because
you're
now I'm
watching
seeing my ass being
yourself.
tossed from the bike. My headphones, just
Oh,
over
no.
there and all that. And we all paused for like, everybody walked, by the way. No one got like seriously injured. So we all paused for like 5 seconds. Man is down, the other guy is down. Then do this, everyone wheels are spinning. Everyone is in show like, oh my God, are you? So for like 5 seconds, you're like,
Surreal.
this actually happened. Like, bro, I
Wow.
actually got in a bike. I got tossed like a gunia of potatoes. It's like,
Do you wear the helmet?
No. I wasn't wearing the helmet. I wasn't.
I think because you use them quite a bit.
Yeah.
Invest in a helmet.
Get your own.
Get your own, to be honest.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna wear them. Cause, and I'm not being arrogant. It's cause for such maybe short trips, I have my headphones on. I wanna listen to something as I'm
Wait, you're on
moving.
the border listening
Yeah.
to music?
Yeah, why not?
No, like Andy, for me, when I tell you, this is not about like what or what.
Yeah.
You've just said short distance and everything.
Yeah.
But
That's when the
I'll
most
have you
shit
know.
happens.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Get that helmet.
No, I understand.
Like
but-
honestly, for me, I could because I don't ride much now. I could actually
Hey.
give you a helmet because that like those things are just they're different. Because one thing just leads to another, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like the other day, when they were launching this this
One
rally
thing,
thing,
I've
the
seen
rally.
another, yeah.
When they were launching the rally thing, So I call Shafi, I'm like, cool, where guys parking? He's like, okay, Uhuru Park, what. I'm like, bro, that sounds like a long thing. I'll just have one of my people drop me. I'm dropped, pap. I'm like, you know what? On the way, I'll take back a border because I could imagine, the rally cars are leaving Uhuru Park, all roads are blocked. Bro, I just flagged down a border, so I'm going back up towards Kilimani. My guy's just out there doing this, and he's giving me stories. He's like, the guys I started with, all of them gone. We're just two guys who are left. We're coming up towards DOD. I'm just like, bro, I'm like, why'd you have to ride this quick? Just, and he's like telling me, bro, I'm a pro, I'm safe and everything. Slow. But at the same motherfucking time, you're telling me you've been riding a border for 10 years and everybody who you initially started with are gone. It's just you two guys are left, and everybody else who's come is a new guy. So I'm just like, then we get to the junction towards when you're coming from State House, irrigation
and that
board.
one's a weird little space.
It's like a teeth. I'm just like, bro, don't even zoom into it, bro. Just calm. Like if I have to be on a border, bro, we can be on 20 kph. It's all right.
Now you have to tell them. But anyway, I was kidding. What I thought is I need to get some AirPods so that I can at least listen to whatever.
And you get a helmet.
Before I get my cars. Yeah.
So the cars are coming. They're coming.
But damn, that shit is true, man. These Nduthi guys, ruined the whole thing, man. They ruined the whole thing.
You guys didn't see the video of the chick on Thika Road? On the Nduthi?
Yeah.
Oh, the one the guy was riding with the wheels up.
That
He was
ride or
being
die
released.
shit, right?
Fuck that shit.
Let's do this.
Nah.
Yo, I have a question for you guys, man. Quick answer. You can get into it or not. Just your opinion. Hard to get coochie always ends up being trash.
Damn.
Discuss.
Hey, not just
Everyone
highly.
needs to do this. Yes, agreed. Fellas, what are you saying? Let's pod. Let's go. We still have time?
Yeah, we have time.
Let's go. Yeah, we have a lot of time.
Listen to Vernon to go we have more time. I don't know, man.
Hard to get coochie always ends up being trash.
I always wanted to skate.
No,
Amma, you're going through the...
No. I don't know. I've never really chased.
Wow. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Please.
Come
Apart
on.
from the early days, but as I've
Don't make us mention the weed man.
Yes. Always had to be the weird guy.
apart from the early days.
That's the weakest
Guys
link.
make me be trauma, man. Fucking trauma.
Every time Jill will ever say anything about a babe, we're like, weed
She
man.
got tired and left your ass, bro.
Bitch. Okay.
Oh shit.
Go back and watch previous episodes.
So, what you saying?
Hit the spot.
No, I was gonna leave your house, but then I got high.
Oh gosh.
Guys are stupid.
I'll say this. Pretty privilege is a thing.
It is.
That's what I'll say. And for most part, there's some babes who feel a certain level of entitlement just because of how attractive they know they are. And yeah, you're attractive. Mimi sikatai. But then because they've placed their value on so many people, them being on demand, high demand, low supply. So you'll have to, it's business. You have to chase the coochie at the end of the day. And she'll feel sweet, she'll feel good about maybe yeah, and she'll pick from the best, like the creme de la creme. But maybe now when you tap into that creme de la creme and you finally get to hit or an opportunity to smash, and you find that it's lame coochie, you're like,
But
why do you make it
I also
like mysterious like that? Yes, yet it's not worth the chase.
But I also believe that it cuts both ways because I don't think there's anything such as lame coochie per se. Yes, there are people who are not sexually
expressive.
Not even expressive. They're not at the top of their game, right? But I also believe that as a man, if you are in your value experiences, you should actually be able to put the work in.
That's
And
another
also
conversation I want us to get
communication.
into.
So the coochie got no charisma.
can we go home?
Myself, my FG money.
Andy Young.
Ashley. Good boy. Good. No.
I'm done with you.
That was good. I will even lie to you.